Every moment we share with our dogs shapes how they see the world and us. What might seem like a random behavior often carries emotional meaning, built on years of trust, habits, and love. When a dog takes your seat, rests on your clothes, or follows you from room to room, they're weaving you into their sense of safety. It's their way of saying, "You are home." Understanding that turns small daily acts into moments of connection that strengthen the bond between human and dog for life. So, the next time you see your dog sitting where you were, take a second before asking them to move. Notice their eyes, their posture, that quiet sense of belonging. They aren't taking something from you, they're sharing something with you. Because in your dog's heart, your scent, your warmth, and your presence are the purest signs of love they know. And that's what makes being a dog owner one of life's greatest gifts. Have you ever stood up for just a second, only to come back and find your dog sitting in your exact spot? It almost feels intentional, like they're trying to tell you something. But here's the truth, they are. That moment when your dog takes your seat isn't just about comfort or curiosity. It's communication. It's a mix of love, security, and instinct, all expressed through a single silent action. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what your dog is trying to say each time they claim your chair. I'm part of the Dog Care Academy, a place where we help dog owners truly understand their pets beyond surface behavior. Here, we mix empathy with real veterinary knowledge, uncovering the emotional and biological reasons behind every tail wag, every stare, and every seat your dog steals. So if you've ever wondered, why does my dog always sit where I was? Stay with me, because today we'll uncover 9 surprising reasons, and what they reveal about the incredible bond you share with your dog. Point 1. They're practicing for when you leave. Every time your dog curls up in your spot, they're not just being cute, they're coping. Dogs form deep emotional attachments and can experience anxiety when you leave. The scent you leave behind carries comfort. When your dog sits in your seat, they're surrounding themselves with your smell, a natural anti-anxiety mechanism that helps lower cortisol levels. It's how they remind themselves that you're coming back. This isn't bad behavior. It's love mixed with insecurity. Recognizing that your scent soothes your dog can help you create small routines to make separation easier, like leaving a piece of clothing with your scent when you go out. Point 2. They know it gets your attention. Let's be honest, dogs are clever. They quickly learn which actions make us laugh, talk, or even scold them playfully. If your dog jumps into your seat and you respond with eye contact, laughter, or touch, they learn that stealing your spot equals connection. It's attention-seeking in its purest form. But unlike destructive behavior, this is actually a healthy sign. Your dog feels safe enough to engage with you even through little acts of mischief. It's their way of saying, "I miss you. Notice me." If your dog does this often, tell me in the comments what they do next. Do they look guilty, proud, or pretend to be asleep? I'd love to know your story. Point 3. They're creating their own comfort zone. Just like us, dogs crave places that feel safe and familiar. Your seat isn't just soft, it's warm, it smells like you, and it sits in the heart of your home. That's why they choose it. Dogs are instinct-driven comfort seekers. When they take your seat, they're building a personal safe zone, especially when they're tired, nervous, or bored. Veterinary behaviorists have found that dogs prefer locations with familiar human scents because it reduces heart rate and stress. So the next time you find your dog in your chair, think of it as them building a little sanctuary that happens to belong to both of you. Point 4. Your dog feels more secure in your seat. Every dog carries the ancient instincts of their wild ancestors. In a pack, safety depends on closeness to the leader. You are that leader. Your scent, your warmth, and even the energy of your body language are sources of protection. When your dog takes your seat, it's not dominance, it's trust. They're placing themselves in the safest spot in the den. This instinct is especially strong in anxious or rescue dogs who've experienced loss or insecurity before. Sitting where you sat gives them emotional grounding. It's their silent way of saying, "When you're gone, I still feel you here." Point 5. They're emotionally in sync with you. Dogs have an incredible ability called emotional contagion, the capacity to absorb and reflect your feelings. Studies from the University of Lincoln and the AKC have shown that dogs synchronize their heart rate and mood with their owners. When you're happy, they feel relaxed. When you're stressed, they pick up on it instantly. Taking your seat after you've stood up might be their way of staying close to your emotional energy. It's a form of empathy in motion. To your dog, sitting in your spot helps them stay connected to your emotional world, even without words. Point 6. They're secretly guarding your spot. Don't be fooled by their calm face. Dogs are natural protectors. Your seat carries your scent, which in their mind, marks it as your territory. When they sit there, they're acting as your silent guardian. It's their instinctive way of protecting what belongs to you and by extension, protecting you. In the wild, members of the pack guarded the resting areas of the alpha. Modern dogs show this behavior in smaller domestic ways. That quiet sit in your seat might be your dog standing watch, making sure no intruder, not even the cat, takes over your space. Point 7. They're leaving their own scent behind. Dogs communicate through smell far more than sound. When your dog sits, rubs, or curls up where you were, they leave their unique scent markers through glands located in their paws and fur. It's how they build a shared scent identity between you and them, a kind of invisible family perfume. This scent blending reinforces bonding and tells other animals, we belong together. So when you see your dog taking your seat, they might actually be participating in a quiet ritual of connection, marking that space as ours. It's not possession, it's love written in scent. Point 8. They want to be part of your routine. Dogs thrive on rhythm and familiarity. They observe your habits closely, the way you grab your morning coffee, the exact moment you sit down after dinner, or which chair you prefer. So when your dog sits in your seat, they're not just filling space, they're participating in your daily story. They see it as a shared routine, a team activity. It's their way of aligning their world with yours. Behavioral experts note that dogs experience emotional stability when they can predict their owner's routines. So this small act of imitation is actually your dog's way of feeling synchronized with you, physically, emotionally, and socially. Point 9. They crave a stronger connection. At its core, every reason circles back to one universal truth. Dogs love deeply. When your dog steals your seat, they're showing affection in one of the most subtle but meaningful ways possible. To them, that spot is where you are most yourself, where your scent is strongest, where your energy lingers. Sitting there helps them feel close, even in your absence. It's love disguised as a small, funny habit. And while we might laugh or tell them to move, to your dog, it's a tender reminder of the bond that defines their world. The more you learn about these little gestures, the more you realize that dogs have their own emotional language. Every action, from stealing socks to taking your seat, is an expression of need, comfort, or love. By understanding these small signals, you strengthen the invisible thread that connects you. And in that awareness lies the beauty of companionship. Not just training a dog, but truly knowing them. So the next time you see your dog taking your seat, smile, because what looks like mischief is actually trust, affection, and instinct beautifully combined. They aren't trying to challenge you, they're trying to be close to you, and that's one of the greatest compliments a dog can give. Every moment, every seat they borrow is their way of saying what words never could. You're my favorite place. Let the day slow down. Gentle light, quiet rooms, open fields. Dogs curl beside ankles on a couch, doze at a porch step, breathe easy in the shade of a tree. No words needed, only the hush of being near. You don't have to teach this part, you just have to be there. In the stillness, they choose you. Again and again. Not for the seat, but for the feeling that follows. So rest with them, share the quiet, and let this simple closeness be the story you keep coming back to. Because for them, home isn't a place, it's you.